Yo, what's up, jazz guitar friends? This is Larry Tenmanini with Jazz Guitar Under 5 Minutes. Hey, how's it going? Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Still has all their digits out there. I always stay away from fireworks, not my thing. But anyways, I'm here today to talk about concrete jazz ideas. Oh, I guess Hershey didn't really want to hear this topic. So, what's a concrete jazz idea? Well, it's an idea that you can replicate. You know, I get a lot of students that come in here and want to talk about being able to play more stuff, and they talk about comping ideas and chord substitutions and like really hard things. Stuff that I don't even mess with, to be honest with you. And I'm like, okay, play me a blues. And oftentimes there's enough things to work on just with a blues that we can sort of, fix some things. And this is one of these things that you can do. Can you play a chorus that you can pretty much like duplicate, right? And I'm not really just saying like, do you have a thought out chorus? At some point it might get to that, but do you have the control to be able to play a concrete idea? Check it out. I played one chorus, right? And you heard me play an intro, right? All right, let's talk about that. First of all, do you have the ability to play an intro? That's great if you do. Do you have the ability to start an idea on a pickup idea, pickup note? What I ended up doing, right? So now let's talk about concrete ideas. All right, so my pickup came in on 3, and I played the C7 augmented, starting from that A flat, right? It's gonna bring me right up to here, so I play A flat, E, C, A flat, and then I'm gonna go. Now, you'd hear something like that and really try to quantize it. In a lot of ways, I'm playing quarter notes, right? 1, 2, 3, right? And the first pickup idea I play inside the chorus is this little idea on the end of 4, where I'm just gonna play this Lee Morgan line that I like to play over the F. That's going to bring me to here, right? Let's talk about that. So on the end of 4, I'm going to play, right? So just approaching the triad by half step, B, C, A flat, A, and then when I get to my 4 chord, I play a line that I play on the B flat, starting on the 3rd. It's a big theme here, right? Right, and there's that idea starting from the 3rd. I go from the 3rd to the 5th, up to the 9th, down to the 6th, right? And I do the same thing when I get to the F. Here, I play that turnaround, right? And then so then I have that for my last part. When I get to that turnaround, I'm just going to outline that G minor arpeggio from the 5th. Again, start my idea on the end of 4. Get some triplets in there. And that's all I'm doing. Right? And then a little blues lick on the end. And then turn around. So, all right. So once you feel like you have that in your bag, right, where you would end up playing the chords, you can start to like layer your improv. So again, I might play took me somewhere else, right? Which is kind of the point. You you want to start to just have a little bit of a canvas that you can work with. Some templates, really. And then you just start expanding on them. And then sooner rather than later, you're probably throwing in some different turnarounds, and your improv is taking on a lot more shapes than just kind of like a memorized solo, right? There's noodling, there's mindful noodling, you know, there's like that kind of balance that you sort of do. So, all right, jazz guitar friends, try to own concrete ideas of what you're playing. Don't play at the guitar, play the guitar. Understand what beat you're playing on, what part of the chord you're improvising on, how it all ties together. It's going to make you a more accurate improviser. And it's just all about clarity, right? All right, jazz guitar friends, if you made it this far, thanks for hanging out. Thank you. 3,000 subscribers, not a huge number, not Jimmy Bruno type numbers, but pretty respectable. Thank you so much. I wouldn't be able to do these videos if I didn't have all this great response from the guitar community and so many cool people for giving some lesson ideas and some video ideas and just the generally great feedback that I get from this channel. So thank you so much to from everyone here at LT Jazz Guitar, which is pretty much me and Hershey and my wife and my daughter. So thanks. We appreciate it. Bebop!